But it's not like micro, like Uber limited.
No, we try to make these more accessible. That's the goal.
So Travis Scott said, OG or nothing. Really, bro? Really? Oh, what's going on with your YouTube? Jumpman Chris here. We're coming back at y'all with another vid, guys. Alright, we got some more updates we need to talk about for these undefeated fours. It seems like it's the only thing that anyone really cares for this week for this drop. Alright, it's a big drop. A lot of things are going on right now. Make sure you guys join the EQL raffle on the Undefeated site right now. You got about 2 to 3 days. I think it's 2 days. Yes, 2 days is 1 day in. By the time I'm filming this right now, it's 18 hours. All right, so that is the time for when the raffle ends. They'll announce winners. I expect to see some result winners probably in the same day, probably or the next day or something like that. You know, we'll usually get an email saying like sorry or hey, congrats, you won. So hopefully a lot of us get some W's, man. All right, because this is gonna be probably everyone's best chance to cop. All right, now. For Wednesday, you guys saw for the details of the releases, this is where you'll have an in-store pickup option, and we should be seeing pop-ups coming very soon in different various locations. It's going to mainly be undefeated locations. Now, there's a couple locations. It's mainly big city areas. The big one in the headquarters is going to be LA. So that's when you'll probably get the whole containers and all that stuff and all that, you know, everything. Like I was saying in the last video, a lot of stock will probably going to be on the West Coast area. And then another one will be in my hometown, San Francisco. I know there's another undefeated site or store in San Francisco. So make sure, again, see how they're going to do their drop. They'll probably have like a little QR code in front of the store, in store, or something like that. Shout out to my guy Nicky B23 for all this info, by the way. And then, of course, Glendale, Arizona. That's another one. I didn't see that one coming. I didn't know Undefeated was at Arizona. But, hey, here we are. So, Arizona, that's 3 spots right there on the West Coast. And, oh, to forget, is Las Vegas. Is another one. It's another big one, Las Vegas. So, already, like, 4 places in the West Coast. Well, yeah, Las Vegas, I would consider the West Coast. Because you got San Francisco, LA is the big one. Arizona, Las Vegas, all right? Now, another one, we just saw one happen in Chicago. That's probably why they did a pop-up in Chicago, because they don't have an actual store in Chicago. But another store is also going to be in New York City. Hey, man, I was planning on going up to New York this weekend because for SummerSlam, I was going to go with the homie, but, you know, with the baby and everything, I think I'll go to New York next week for SneakerCon, so I never went to SneakerCon New York, so I'm actually pretty excited for that. So, had I picked certain days, I decided to go with SneakerCon, and, you know, not for SummerSlam, and SummerSlam would have cost me way more money, and I could just watch it at home. So, hey, this is probably going to be everyone's best location, probably going to most likely end up happening on Wednesday, as it was saying in the details. Again, each store will probably have like either an EQL or an EQL raffle. They might even have like a little QR scan if you want to go up to the store and scan. Some say there's better chances if you use the scanny cam and all that stuff. I don't know, man. I just feel like if you get in, just get in. You know, whatever best way you can. I understand people have different, you know, have lives and are busy. Maybe they can't get into the city or they live too far. You know, I get it, LA, traffic's crazy. So, whatever you guys can do, but EQL, you can just do it on your phone. Just as long as you guys sign up into the EQL, saying like, man, make sure you have your parents, your girlfriends, wives, brothers, sisters, all that if they can join in, all the emails, all the credit cards. But definitely, I would try to switch it up with the credit cards and also like say, you know, address, phone number, stuff like that. Switch it up a little bit. Not everything should be at one household in case they try to like, you know, filter things out, because they might just do like either one per household. So good luck trying to get these things. And of course, Saturday, we talked about it, we're probably going to end up being a first come, first serve. So those are the big ones in those major cities. Chicago already had an early one. That was probably the biggest city that we got in the Midwest, Chicago. Again, I joined up in the EQL raffle, didn't get a W. Looks like there was a decent amount, but took that L, which is fine. It's okay. We got plenty more chances, because the rumors are right now, I'm not sure where people are getting these numbers are at, but like the rumors is 100,000 pairs. That's a lot. But maybe we talked about it on the Complex podcast. They talked about it. They're trying to make these things a lot more accessible.
But it's not like micro.
No, we're trying to make these more accessible. No, we're trying to make these more accessible.
In my opinion, again, it's going to be very, very similar. I think, in my opinion, will end up being like the Union ones. You guys remember how that was? Obviously, it was just only in one location, which was in LA Union, but this is the Undefeated. There's multiple different locations for these in different cities and everything, and even in freaking Tokyo. Like, you know, there probably gonna be pairs in Japan too, so, and overseas and all that good stuff. So hopefully we can all get some good W's on it. I'm sure there's gonna be some saltiness going on if people do end up taking L's, because I expect there's still going to be some L's out there. I mean, I even know some people that did end up taking L's on the Unions, even though I feel like a lot of people that I know, matter of fact, I think almost every single person I know got a W on the Unions, one way or another, like on the Sneakers app or on the Union site, because the Unions it seemed like it was pretty easy to get, even though I hated that they did it the raffle system. I wish they did. I'd prefer they did it first come first serve, but hey, I got a W, so I am not complaining at all. But guys, if I can get a W on the EQL for this one on Undefeated, and then for the first come first serve Saturday, if I can hit, I'll give it to someone for retail. I got y'all. Y'all my peoples, man. You guys already know. Make sure you just run that thumbs up, guys. You guys already know. Look, man, I don't charge no Discord. I don't charge no membership. Everything is free. Just, you know, just show support to your boy, man. Show some support. All you gotta do is just click the video, hit that thumbs up. That's it. It's free to join, free to click, free to watch. Also have a JMK broadcast channel on IG. So in case if I can't make any like videos on time, I'll try to let you guys know as best as possible and as fast as possible. You know, all we want to do is just help you guys out, all right? Look, there's a little bit of beef between Mr. Travis Scott and almost seem like everyone else, because he is saying right now to some of the people, it's either OG or nothing, all right? Basically, I feel like he's kind of crapping on the regular people, like, oh, you guys are getting the retail pair. This is the public pair. I got the OGs from 05 that cost like, back then it was like $10,000. Sorry, sir. We are not millionaires. I cannot afford a $10,000 shoe. And if I did or could, I wouldn't want to spend that much money on a pair of shoes. I think that's a little too much. I mean, unless I was like a billionaire and money don't matter, then yeah, I'll be like, okay, cool. But still, I think $10,000 for a shoe is just ridiculous. Travis Scott, I get it, man. And even the one with celebrities and all that, or just people that actually end up buying these OGs, the grails, paying $10,000. That's why I was trying to tell you guys, man, look, no grails are safe. That's why when Nike does these things, like, I understand both sides. I understand, like, the grail status, and then I understand when people are like when they drop them back again. It's just the same thing that happened with the Wu-Tangs, all right? The Wu-Tangs was a sample, very limited. They were worth like thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars, and then they dropped it last year. Now they're basically worth nothing. And then it basically ruined the grail status, some people think. So I see it on both ways. I see it as like collectors. They, you know, they buy the grails and spend all that much money, and then Nike just ends up, you know, dropping them later. And then like, yo, I spent all this money. This sucks. You know, it's no longer like a collector's piece, they call it. But I also understand the regular side. Like, hey, man, I ain't trying to pay no $10,000. I just want the daggone shoe. And if I can just pay at least for retail, I'm happy. More people get in the hand, and people have a chance to cop and actually want these things. Again, I get both sides. You know, I understand both sides. If you're grail status or not, that's why I'm glad they did with these Undefeated. It's like a happy medium. The grail status still have the Jumpman, and the regular, you know, for the public, we got the Nike on the back, which I actually prefer, to be honest. I ain't paying no $10,000 for some Jordans on the Jumpman on the back. What? I'd rather have the Nike Air. Give me that. So I'm glad what they're doing. They're trying to make these a lot more accessible to the people, to the public. As you guys can see, you know, they're making this one big. This is a big release, guys. I mean, similar what they did with like the band ones, even though they made those freaking limited for whatever reason. But we should be getting another release of those later this year. That's what I'm hearing. But that's neither here or there. We'll have to wait on that one, how they're gonna do it. I'm sure they're gonna keep those things kind of limited, but that one sucks. Just backtrack, guys. Again, make sure you guys join the EQL Raffle. You only got about 2 days. This is basically right around the time they're going to do these in-store pickups. So, hopefully, again, we all get some good W's, man. We all can cop. We all can get these things. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be excited for these. The demand on these is pretty crazy because I get it. Undefeated. I mean, this was one of the grails of all grails. But at the end of the day, we'll see how these things really do. I don't really have a lot of like, I expect these things to go down a lot, man. I really do. I don't think these things are gonna hold up like a lot of people think. It's just one of those things to like, especially these new generation sneakerheads. Like, I'm not sure if it's that coveted and that special to certain people. Just saying. But hey, people are excited for it now. We're all excited for it. Hopefully we all get some W's this weekend, guys. And also, don't forget, the Jordan 10s are also dropping as well. And those are going to be somewhat pretty limited. But 2 major shoes coming out this weekend, man. So save your money up, man. It's a lot. Whew. Man, Nike is trying to take all our money this year, guys. This year's been crazy. I'll say that. But hey, anyway, guys, just want to say I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. If you guys don't mind, please hit that thumbs up, subscribe if it's your first time here, comment down below, and please hit that bell for all the notifications when I do drop vids. And don't forget to follow me on my social media at Drummer Chris on IG, also on Twitter, and don't forget Snapchat. I'm also on TikTok. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all, love y'all. I'm Drummer Chris. Peace.